Inspiring you today, Nelson Mandela. An international symbol of peace, a captivating journey by Skywalk Studios. Join us as we unveil the timeless wisdom of Nelson Mandela, a beacon of unity and compassion that continues to light up the world. I would rather die for a cause that is going to live than to live for a cause that is going to die. It always seems impossible until it's done. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Difficulties break some men but make others. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. Courageous people do not fear forgiving, for the sake of peace. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. Do not let the actions of others define your reality. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. The greatest gift is not to be afraid to question. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. I am not an optimist, but a great believer of hope. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. In my country, we go to prison first and then become president. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. I was made, by the law, a criminal, not because of what I had done, but because of what I stood for, because of what I thought, because of my conscience. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. We know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Tread softly, breathe peacefully, laugh hysterically. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. For my own part, I have never felt that my calling was primarily in politics. I believe that South Africa is the most beautiful place on earth. Admittedly, I am biased, but when you combine the natural beauty of sunny South Africa with the friendliness and cordiality of our people, and the fact that the region is a haven for Africa's most splendid wildlife, then I think that we have been blessed with a truly wonderful land. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. In the end, reconciliation is a spiritual process, which requires more than just a legal framework. It has to happen in the hearts and minds of people. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. It is music and dancing that make me at peace with the world. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always right to do right. When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace. Nelson Mandela, A Legacy of Courage and Unity. Introduction. Nelson Mandela, renowned as a global icon of justice and equality, remains a towering figure whose legacy continues to inspire generations. Born on July 18, 1918, in the rural village of Vison, South Africa, Mandela's life journey is a testament to the indomitable human spirit in the face of adversity. Early activism and the fight against apartheid. Mandela's early years were marked by an awakening to the harsh realities of apartheid, a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination. As a young law student in Johannesburg, he joined the African National Congress, ANC, setting the stage for his lifelong commitment to dismantling apartheid and pursuing justice for all South Africans. Robben Island, a test of resilience. Mandela's activism and leadership led to his imprisonment on Robben Island for 27 years. Despite the physical and psychological hardships, he emerged from incarceration unbroken, his spirit unwavering. His time on the island was a crucible that shaped his vision for a united and democratic South Africa. The Long Walk to Freedom. Mandela's release from prison on February 11, 1990, marked a turning point in the struggle against apartheid. His speech upon release echoed his unwavering commitment to justice and reconciliation. The subsequent years saw his pivotal role in negotiations that ultimately led to the end of apartheid and the birth of a new South Africa. The road to reconciliation. Mandela's presidency from 1994 to 1999 was marked by his determination to heal the deep wounds inflicted by apartheid. He recognized the importance of reconciliation and established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC, which provided a platform for victims and perpetrators to confront the past and work towards a shared future. A Nobel laureate's vision for peace. In 1993, Mandela was jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize with former South African President F.W. de Klerk. This recognition underscored Mandela's steadfast commitment to peaceful resolution and his role in steering his nation away from the brink of civil strife. Global statesmanship. Mandela's influence extended beyond the borders of South Africa. He was a revered statesman, admired by leaders worldwide for his wisdom and compassion. His advocacy for human rights, social justice, and global cooperation solidified his status as a true international peacemaker. Legacy of education and humanitarianism. Mandela's dedication to education as a tool for empowerment is evident through initiatives like the Nelson Mandela Foundation and the establishment of the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. He understood that education not only enriches minds, but also uplifts entire communities. Champion of equality. Mandela's relentless pursuit of equality encompassed not only racial justice, but also gender equality. He advocated for women's rights and recognized their vital role in building a just society. A lasting inspiration. Nelson Mandela's life was a testament to the triumph of hope over despair and of unity over division. His legacy endures as a guiding light for those who aspire to create a more equitable world, reminding us that the struggle for justice is ongoing and that change is possible through unwavering dedication and peaceful determination. Conclusion: the enduring flame. Nelson Mandela's legacy remains an embodiment of resilience, courage, and the unwavering belief in the power of unity. His journey from a small village to the global stage is a reminder that one person's determination can transform a nation and inspire the world. As we reflect on his life and principles, we are compelled to carry his torch forward, ensuring that the flame of justice, freedom, and unity continues to burn bright for generations to come. A big thank you. As Skywalk Studios, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for spending your valuable time with us. If you found these quotes inspiring, we kindly invite you to show your appreciation by giving us a thumbs up and liking this video. We're dedicated to sharing daily doses of inspiration, so make sure to subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. If you found this video uplifting, consider sharing it with your friends and family. Together, let's embark on a journey of positivity and empowerment. See you soon in our upcoming episode.